Not only does the power and engine shroud look good, makes a good shelf too. What is up, people? As you can see, I got the car up on Rhino ramps. It's not really the preferred method of getting your car off the ground, but I got it up, got the bumper off already. I got to start taking some parts off. I sold a couple things already. Not selling the car just yet, I'm just moving some parts around. Gonna start, probably take the boost controller, the 3-port boost controller off, the intake, because I feel like that's easy. Then I guess I'll start taking the intercooler off. TGV is easy. The EGR is gonna be fun. That's gonna be the annoying one, especially because I might be missing a piece. So let's get this going, and hopefully the weather cooperates. I could deal with this temperature right now. Hopefully it doesn't get too cold or windy. Floor's a little wet, but we could deal with that. So let's get going. And I'm bleeding already. Just took the bumper off and that's it. Gotta try to stay organized. What's next? Alright, in the matter of 5 minutes after taking this tray off, that tray's got to come off because it blocks basically everything. A couple minutes after, intake out, got to switch the MAF over to my stock one. I sold one part, but my tune is for everything I have. I can't just take like one thing off, I got to take everything off. I'm going to leave the J-pipe on for now. Everything's going to come off and then we'll figure out what I'm going to do with that. But main thing is the front mount intercooler. That one's going bye-bye, so that's the main thing that has to come off, and then everything else doesn't really have to. But like I said, the tune is for everything, so everything's coming off. And while it's out, might as well clean it. Just use a regular electric parts cleaner. It evaporates fast and cleans. If anyone remembers video a while back, I think when I did the track day prep, my air fuel readings were all over the place. And that's because my MAF was dirty. I cleaned it, everything turned out good after that. So cleaning it again, just because I'm going back to stock and why the hell not clean it, should fix everything. I'll link that video over here. You can check that one out. And don't lose these. It's a lot easier taking the parts off than putting them back on. Jeez. The intercooler is almost all out. I didn't put it back in yet, but the electronic boost controller is off. The new one's installed on the throttle body. Ow. Intake's ready to go back in. The throttle body is almost ready to go back in.
What would happen if we turned the car on now?
It would probably just die right away. Intercooler is just about all out. Got all the piping over there. Just got to take the actual intercooler out. Then there's a spacer, I think, on both sides, and then one for the tank. Then the intercooler's all done. It's a lot easier taking it off. Installing, there was no direction, so it's kind of like putting like a puzzle together, but figured it out. This could go back. If I could find the bolts for it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so if you're not a fan of doing work like this, you probably should stay stock. Oh God. All right, put this other one in and we'll get moving. Just remembered I wanted to attempt the EGR before I put this back, so hopefully this isn't in the way, because I would have to take it out a second time because I put it back in, then I had to take it out with the TGV. So yeah, I'm just gonna tighten this up and keep my fingers crossed. All right, so this is the piece I thought I was missing. I found that. I know there's a block of plate for this piece, and there's one for that. But this plug, I don't know where the hell that went in the engine bay. That's somewhere. I think that goes there, and that goes there, I think. Yeah, maybe. I guess just wish me some luck, and hopefully we'll get there. Oh god, this was literally the worst mod I've ever done. It's not really hard, it's just a pain in the ass. This charge pipe's mildly in the way, but we're gonna pretend like it's not. Could really go for one of those hose clamp puller things. That's not moving at all. Great. That's way down there. Ow! That hurt. Alright, so blasted the shit out of my hand and got the 2 block off plates off, so gotta figure out how this thing gets reinstalled. That one obviously goes a certain way because that 1 block off plate, and I know the other one goes there, but gotta figure out where the rest of the stuff goes. I almost feel like I gotta like lay in the motor. That would be fantastic, but I'm 6'3" and I don't fit. My back hurts already, and almost there, almost there. So the EGR is all done. I think I lost a lot of coolant. Look at all that coolant. Taking the pitch stop out, and I already crushed my finger. Absolutely no room in here. Gotta have tiny fingers, I guess. But this is coming out. Put the stock one back in. Where's the stock one? Oh. Some people upgrade these. This is the one off the STI. The STI has stiffer mounts. There's not much movement. There is movement. There's a little bit of give, but there's not much compared to stock. Stock is just a big floppy mess. So a lot of people change the mount, but you have to be careful because it can tear off your firewall. But there's a TSB for that. I think they fixed it now. So throw this one back in, then I'm gonna attempt to throw the intercooler back in, and I think we're good. It actually wasn't that bad. Don't have too many wounds, but getting there. All right, the sweater came off. Got a little warm. Intercooler. A few more coffee. Intercooler's back in. That is as far as I could get it. I'm gonna have to try again. A little bit more. This clamp is a piece of shit that broke, so I gotta go get one. Get a new one, and it is time to go to the store. About an hour and a half, maybe more than that. And 3 stores later, finish putting all these parts back, and then I guess we'll do the rest of the stuff like another day. Like crash beam, other thing. Skid plate's easy to put that back, so that kind of has to go back. J-pipe's another day. But this is the last thing I gotta do to get the car running. So let's take the tools back out and finish this up. Everything's back together. Let's load some of these, let's load this tuna on here. Mother. All right, so we're back from the house. I had to load the map onto the access port. It'd be good if I had that on there. So I'm in the process. Reflash stage 2, 91 octane. I like the 91 because it gives you a little more room to get shitty gas. Let's load this on. It's going. Give it a second. There we go. All right, so we're loading that on. I'm assuming I'm gonna have some boost leaks or some vacuum leaks. If I don't, awesome. But if I do, it's I'm planning on having them. So keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully, right now is a check engine light, but that's because other tune, I guess. Keep your fingers crossed, and hopefully everything goes good. Hopefully I can drive it off these Rhino ramps instead of pushing it. Moment of truth. That's definitely not good. Alright, so we got a MAF circuit and intake temp sensor. Now that I'm thinking about it, I may have not plugged the MAF back in, so let's do that and I guess we'll try it again. Alright, so I checked, MAF wasn't plugged in, so reflashing it again just to clear the codes for sure. Looking a little more promising, about to start it up. Here we go again. Yeah, motherfucker. It's pretty good. That's got to relearn. No knock, my damp's good. Cold start is quite different. A lot quieter, a lot quicker. That has to do with the TGVs. Alright, so that took, didn't take all day. I mean, I had to go to the store, that took a really long time. And as of right now, we're good. Maybe I'll take it for a test drive tomorrow, because I probably have boost leaks and vacuum leaks, but so far so good. Let's do a little recap here. Front mount intercooler is sold. That's the reason I took everything off, because when you get a tune, you have a tune for all your parts and not just individual ones. I mean, unless you pay for a tune for each individual one. So I took all of them off for now. Wasn't really that bad at all. I thought the EGR was going to be a lot harder than it was. Had to check engine lighter first. Forgot to plug the MAF in. Plugged the MAF in. Reflashed it. Looks like we're 100%. Until I go for the test drive maybe tomorrow. Hopefully I don't have any boost leaks or vacuum leaks. We should be good. I don't know when I'm going to do the J-pipe. Got more winter prep coming up. Coilovers, splitter has to come off, diffuser in the back. That's like the main things that's got to come off for the winter. Everything's looking good so far. Stay tuned. I'm going to have more videos coming up. I'm going to try to upload at least once a week, because it's not that hard to try to do it once a week. So I try to do once a week. Got more videos coming up. Like I said in the last video, might have a headlight video coming up. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you aren't subscribed already, please subscribe. Leave me a comment. Maybe if you have any questions about what I did, I could try to talk a little more in depth about it, because it was just really everything all at once. And leave me a thumbs up. I'll see you in a few days.